Hello and good evening from the big shed. Yes, it's Andy from Cornwall's Motorcycle Diaries here. It's a miserable day here in the People's Republic of Kurno, so I'm decamped inside to do a little 5-minute maintenance job that you can probably do too. Don't forget, if I can do it, so can you. In fact, so can anyone. We're here to try and demystify the art of actually looking after your motorcycle. In other words, you don't have to be a qualified mechanic to pick up a spanner or a screwdriver or whatever. You know, you'd be charged 50 quid an hour to do some of these things, and they're really very straightforward. So what have I got today? Well, you saw me walking out the shed with this in my hand. So it's the seat of my BSA Gold Star. Now, other motorcycles have similar seats, so this job may also be applicable to what you have. So what's happened? Let's turn her over and see. But before we do that, just like to say, this is one of those jobs that's so simple that you don't actually need any tools whatsoever. Yeah, how cool is that? Well, some basic materials, microfiber cloth, tube of glue, a little bit of a wooden stick stroke scraper, and the actual parts I'm going to fit, a bit of isopropyl alcohol. Okay, so let's turn her over and see what the job entails. Well, under here, this seat, if you can probably see it a little bit better if I tip it this way, there are mounted at various intervals soft rubber bungs which the seat mounts on to give it a little bit of extra flexibility and ability to absorb bumps a little bit better. But what you can also see probably is that there are two missing. And what seems to have happened over the years this bike has been made, 3 years now, is whatever glue they've used to secure the actual bung has worked loose, and there are some on here which is coming off these other ones you may be able to see, or not, as the case may be. And that even extends to the little rubber piece which attaches over this tongue which goes underneath where the tang which holds the seat on. Now that's a job for another day. I can fix that with the glue, and the glue is part of this, but really you shouldn't need to actually have glue on this. So shall we actually start and see how long it actually takes? So start the clock. Can't be hard, can it? Oh, well, you know me, I'm Captain Clumsy. So the first thing I'm going to do is just check around the two little holes, and I'll bring you a bit closer so you can have a better look at how things are. Now, if you look at each one of these seat dampeners, they should fit into this hole and be a secure fit once they've gotten through there, when it's clear that there's adhesive being used to secure the fit. So I think I'm going to try and replicate that. I think what they must have used is very poor quality adhesive, because it's really gone hard and is not much use now. And the same for here. Again, it's all peeling off. So what you'll need to do with each bit is clear off any old adhesive. So I'm going to try and show you that now. So using this little stick, which is an old ice cream stick, I just remove any remaining adhesive. If you're finding something to be quite reluctant to come off, you can probably add some of the isopropyl alcohol, but that's really more to ensure that the surfaces are clean and dry once you clean them. Don't use a metal tool to do this, because it could damage the seat material, which is a kind of plastic. This other one here doesn't seem to have any adhesive on it at all, so it doesn't really require much in the way of preparation. This one a little bit more, but to be quite honest, I think it's more or less clean now. Take the cloth, which is a microfiber cloth, and apply some isopropyl alcohol. This is just to make absolutely 100% sure that these new seat dampeners, to give them their proper name, are mounting onto a secure surface. I wouldn't worry too much about them being 100% clear. If for some reason your mounting points look a bit poor, you might try a very light bit of Scotch-Brite or something similar on them just to give them a little bit better adhesion. But really these should stay on by themselves, and most of these don't appear to have any adhesive on at all. So I think it's very much your call whether you want to stick them on or leave them as is. Clearly, BSA as a manufacturer felt it was appropriate to make sure they were stuck on. Just a little bit more glue on there, I'm just going to remove for completeness' sake. You remember Copydex glue when you were a kid? Well, it's not the same now. It's not the same stuff that smelt wonderful. It doesn't have any solvents these days, so no, you can't harm yourself with it. Things we used to do in art classes when I was a kid, eh? Can't do anymore. Snowflake generation, eh? Well, there we go. So, the $64 question. Do we mount with glue or not? First thing to do is just re-rub this. Yeah, and I'll get on and do these other bits separately. That's another job. And I'm going to give them a trial dry fit to see how well they fit. I think they should just pop in and out like so. That one seems to be a bit less keen on going in, but it will go in. But yes, they don't feel the most secure fit, so I will glue them. Right, that means getting the Copydex out. And because this is a contact adhesive, don't use super glue or epoxy resin, because they'll set hard and fast and you never get the damn things out again, even when they actually do need replacing. Because don't forget, these are consumable items being made of rubber. They will at some point start to fail. Right, so I'm going to use the same little bit of stick to do a little bit of putting of glue on both surfaces, because these are hard surfaces, not porous. Just a smear really, you don't need lots, just enough to get a thin coating, because you then leave it for another 10 or 15 minutes to partially set. So you also want to do some on the actual mating surface. Prettiness is not, let's put them up there where you might be able to see them a little bit better. Okay, just going to pop a little bit on here, not a huge amount, just enough for a light thin layer. Remember, it's not rocket science, Tintin. Yeah, you lost one then. It's a black object on a black background. Not great for visibility. However, just putting that thin smear of glue on, and that should be enough. So what we do now is we leave it for 15 minutes to set a little bit, and then we come back and fit them. Okay, so it's 15 minutes later, and I don't think you can see that, but the glue on the dampeners, the dampers, has started to go off, also on the mounting points. So we'll mount them now, and what we'll do, if you can see me, is we'll leave them overnight to get full strength, then fit to the bike tomorrow, and that should be job done. Right, let's get to it. This was a slightly harder one. Let's see if we can get a decent fit there. That's a slightly looser one. Trying to get to here. So we have contact, as it were. Now I suppose what I could do is clamp them together. Have a go at that, shall we? Okay, that's one. Clamping should be regarded as optional, however. I don't think. And also, don't use too much pressure. It's only rubber and plastic after all. So there we are. Clamped in place. Yeah, a little bit of pressure on there, not too much. We'll rest that on something just to keep it upright. Yeah. Okay, there we have it, fixed and clamped. 2 rubber dampeners, and hopefully that should stabilise my seat. Now I need to go on and just check all the other rubber parts. Now I need to go on and check some of the other rubber parts. Do they really need glue on them or not? I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I've been Andy, or Captain Clumsy. This has been another 5-minute modification video. Easy peasy, no tools required, apart from a little bit of common sense, some glue, some isopropyl alcohol, bit of wood, and a cloth. And don't forget, like, comment and subscribe. Helps this channel survive the choppy waters of the YouTube algorithm and keep delivering content to you. Got any questions, suggestions, ideas, stick them in the comments below and we'll have a conversation. But anyway, enough from me. Bye for now.